What up, guys? It's Salvajee from the Salvajee Cartel, and today I want to talk about the Mccree rework that everybody has been talking about for so long, and why I don't want a Mccree rework. First of all, I don't want a Mccree rework because I don't want the way that Mccree feels to sort of change. Now, of course, you can tweak a couple of his abilities, you can make some of his abilities a little bit better. Okay, I actually like that, you know, that wouldn't be that bad for Mccree. But I mean, like, you know, adding new abilities to Mccree, adding new mechanics to Mccree, I wouldn't really like that, right? And the reason why I wouldn't really like that is because of, you know, the reasons that I like Mccree. You know, one of the biggest reasons why I like Mccree is because I sort of get like this cowboy vibe from him, right? Like, I sort of get this vibe that I have to play very carefully, very tactically, more tactically than Soldier. You know, I have to play less aggressive than a Soldier or a Pharah or a Reaper, just for the simple fact that I don't really have a lot of mobility, right? And honestly, I think that makes me a better player, right? Because I'm always thinking about positioning, I'm always thinking about where I have to be positioned to get the best out of my range, you know, to get the best out of my damage, all that good stuff, right? That's why I really like Mccree, and that's one of the main reasons why I don't run a big rework on him. But of course, there could be a couple of changes that could make Mccree a better hero. Now, I'm not really a game developer, right? So, you know, honestly, when it comes down to these changes, I don't really know much about. I don't really know what Blizzard should or should not do. But, you know, I just want to make this video kind of just put some thoughts out there, you know what I mean? Anyways, like I said, Mccree has almost no mobility at all whatsoever. And of course, one of the things that I really like a lot about Mccree is the combat roll, because, you know, it can be used to get your ammo very quickly, and also to, you know, move out of the way and all that stuff. But one thing that I've noticed about the combat roll is that, you know, it's obviously not a super big distance, right? Anyways, in the Mccree play of the game where he does the combat roll, we can see that he actually does the combat roll from a very far, what's the thing called, from a very like far amount of range. Anyways, I think, okay, that Blizzard should increase the distance that Mccree does the combat roll. In other words, his combat roll should be actually like farther. So here's how it works. You press L1, well, you know, I play on PS4, but anyways, whatever, you press L1 or left shift, okay? If you just tap it once, it does like the default combat roll, right? But if you just hold it in a specific direction, like left, for example, Mccree will do kind of like a big leap towards the left, and, you know, it's gonna be like a big combat roll, right? And I sort of feel like that would really help out Mccree a lot, just for the simple fact that, you know, it's going to give you that ability to kind of get away faster from the enemies, or also move out of the way faster. Also, another thing that I like about Mccree is his flashbang, because the flashbang really does enable a lot of kills. I think the flashbang is at a pretty good spot where it is, but, you know, maybe if Blizzard wants to, fuck it, you know, they can increase the range of the flashbang or increase the radius or whatever. Anyways, now that I just put some of those ideas, you know, into play, I want to talk about mainly what this video, you know, was supposed to be about, right? And that is, of course, why I like Mccree so much. I already said that I really like Mccree because of his positioning, right? And how you have to have positioning in mind, all that good stuff, and range. I also like Mccree a lot just because of his gun. I mean, you only have 6 bullets, you have to be very accurate with your shots, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why a lot of people in the Overwatch community sort of like think that Mccree needs a change, right? You know, I feel like people think that Mccree needs to change because they're just complete garbage with Mccree and they're not very good with Mccree and they just can't land shots effectively. I don't know, maybe Mccree needs a damage buff, maybe he needs a damage nerf. Again, I'm not a game developer, right? But that's one of the big deciding factors on why, you know, I like to play Mccree, right? His weapon is very badass, his weapon sounds very cool, and I only have 6 shots, which means that I have to be very skillful with Mccree. And honestly, this is what I just like about Overwatch, man, that, you know, so many of the heroes in Overwatch, you know, you have to play them in a specific way, and there's like so many ways of playing these heroes that, I don't know, I feel like every season of, you know, competitive Overwatch, I sort of find like a new hero that I kind of want to learn and I want to play just for the sake of playing it, you know, just because I like playing with the different heroes of Overwatch and I like learning the different heroes of Overwatch. I don't know, it's just how I have fun with Overwatch. Maybe it's just weird and it's something that I shouldn't do. But anyways, guys, another reason why I also like Mccree is because, of course, his what's it called? His ability to do massive damage on headshots, and if you can land those headshots, you can be a very effective and very badass Mccree. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. You know, just talking about. I never really do videos on thoughts about. I don't do a lot of thought videos on community topics, but I just wanted to talk about the Mccree rework because I don't know. I feel like if Blizzard is going to change one thing about Mccree, it's going to be what I said about his combat roll. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people have said it in the past, but I think that's one thing that they might change. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys on my next Overwatch video. Peace out, my boys.